Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a brief introduction since the Comic Vet was so good as to get a bunch of you to come over and subscribe to the channel. It's a work in progress. I'm definitely working to try to get more content on there. So I just wanted to do an introduction, kind of give you an idea of who I am, what I do. So let's go into my office. I write comics, I write video games, screenplays. I also do some acting. And so let me just kind of give you a tour of the office real quick. Big fan of original art. That's Red Tornado is a wedding present from Skylar Patridge. I probably know her from a lot of her DC work currently. It's an Andy Kuhn original. My Adrift storyline starts in Jungle Comics next month, I believe. I believe we start with number 16. The next one is by Juan Santiago, good friend. That's going to be a variant cover for The Accursed coming August 2nd from Blood Moon Publishing. The next one is by my friend Thomas Tenney. You may know him from Forceworks. That is for one of the covers for Space Cooler, which is currently on Kickstarter right now. We have 10 days left. So if you get a chance, take a look. If it's something that interests you, give us a back. We've met our goal. Anything now just unlocks things for you guys and gives us a chance to make things a little bit better. Next up is a Doctor Who page from my good friend Andy Kuhn, who also lives here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That is a page from Batman R.I.P. by Tony Daniel. That is an astonishing X-Men page by John Cassaday. That is my good friend Aaron Campbell. That is the Harley Quinn Valentine's Day special written by another good friend, Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor. What comic nerd office doesn't have a Deadpool talking head wearing the Deadpool 2 hat? And then signature here from the guy who voiced Colossus. He was on Better Call Saul, which I worked on as feature background and stand-in. I'm a big fan of the Batman black and white statues, just because I really love that they portray that artist style. Big fan, Dave Johnson, Joe Mad, Mike Mignola. Believe that's Bolland, Mike Allred. And sorry about the light glare there. That is a page from What If from Kerry Gamble. This is a splash, 2-page page by Aaron from Uncanny. This is a picture I took while working on the last season of Better Call Saul. That's Vince Gilligan directing. Like most nerds, I have my figure collection, some of my favorites. Next down, the Star Wars. Giancarlo signed this while we were working on the last season of Better Call Saul. Big convention guy, so picture of my wife and I at a convention. And this one, the only CGC book I own currently, and that's because I wrote a story in it. It's when AP relaunched Planet Comics. Signed by the artist I work with, Brian Rogers. Brian also drew Space Cooler, again, on Kickstarter right now. Take a look, see if it's something that interests you. The wall behind my desk has all kinds of autographs, my diploma, a degree in creative writing from Full Sail, a couple sketches. That's Mike Golden during the pandemic was drawing on masks, so got a Kang. I've been Team Kang Gang before all the hype. That's George Perez. And then just some stuff signed. Dominic Cooper signed that when he was here for Preacher. Bob signed that. This piece I really like. It's Nick Dragotta drew the face, and then Hickman drew the symbol there, and then they both signed it. Sorry, again, the lights is like terrible. That's another Sky Patridge, signed by all the creators of the book. Brian and Aaron from Breaking Bad. Doug Jones and Cameron from Hush, my favorite Buffy episode. Come down to my desk. So The Accursed, like I said, 8/22 coming to from Blood Moon Publishing. Will be in previews. This is the Keith Wilson, kind of the throwback cover. And then we have a Victor Santos Star Wars homage cover. Fun fact, Victor has done a cover for all the creator-owned books that I've done. Oh, moving right along. Some signed Funkos. Hulk statue. I was getting the RVs and getting them signed as we worked on the show. Bottom one signed by Vince Gilligan. Second one's Jonathan Banks. Top one is from director and good friend Nathan Davis. Lifelong Pats fan. You can boo me now. Hopefully you don't desert the channel, but been a lifelong Pats fan. Some of the books I read or have read, a lot of script writing books, screenwriting books, things like that. I always like to go back and reference things to get new ideas, you know, just to refresh. Up here we have Jonah Hex, signed by Darwin, Justin, and Jimmy. So the whiteboard with just randomness up there now. A picture of my dad who passed last year. The Peacemaker thing I just think is funny. The Murder, Death, Kill is a book coming out to Kickstarter from good friend Jim Hanna. I love Underdog. I've always wanted to write Underdog. Reached out to American Mythology, never heard anything. So that's the cover again for The Accursed, and then we're gonna do the one where the other person's getting punched. I'm a huge Chris Bachalo fan, and so when he and Joe Kelly did those Spider-Man covers, the Hammerhead getting punched and Spider-Man getting punched, that's where that's coming from. Just love that stuff. And there's some artwork from my son. Second whiteboard, pictures. I always keep up the hero's journey, storytelling wheel, stuff like that. Just because it's always good to go back. If you get stuck, you know, anything like that, I tend to go back and look at that stuff. Current reading pile. I'll get through it eventually. But I think that's it for the office tour. Hopefully you guys stick around the channel. I'm going to start, you know, as I do shows, I'll start filming from the shows. I'll start doing some store tours. Maybe later today I'll go by Age of Comics because I need to stop by there anyways and do some filming from there. So thanks for coming to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. You know, we just hope to go up from here. I'll start putting more content. Hopefully it's stuff you like. You know, leave a comment what you'd like to see. And I'll definitely, you know, do what I can. Thanks, guys.